Hey everybody, I'm Matt Hill. I'm with Energy Services.
Ken Lavin with Winter Mud.
This is our guest, Tom Robbins, the founder and president of the Energize for Safety Coalition here in Oklahoma. This is our show, Fossil Fuel Fridays. Tom, thank you for coming today. I know you've got a lot going on. You've been involved in the oil and gas industry for quite a while. You've worn a lot of hats. Give me just a little bit of background of where you've been, and then we can go into what you're about to tell us about the Energize for Safety Coalition.
I've worn a lot of hats, but the best decision I made was to marry an Oklahoma girl. So
hey,
I was out in D.C. doing some government relations work. I eventually worked for Chesapeake 5 years doing government relations.
Nice.
And then I was Deputy Secretary of Energy for the governor. And then I've been out on my own for about 2-3 years and started the Energize for Safety Coalition.
So if I run for office, I need you as a backer, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the one thing you need, and then everything in your life. That's the missing ingredient. That's all you need.
Well, I'm so glad you and I have been talking, and we want to just, our conversation, was around, we all are working to do a better job about promoting oil and gas, promoting what we're doing, to be part of the community, what we've always done, and maybe just haven't had a really good way to get it out there like we do nowadays with social media and videos like this. Ken and I with Fossil Fuel Fridays, we love to promote people like you and organizations like Energize for Safety Coalition because of what you're doing in the communities. Please, man, take it over. Tell us all about what that is.
So the Energize for Safety Coalition, our mission is very simple. It's that in Oklahoma communities where energy is produced and transported, we want to drive safety together. Mm-hmm. So industry actually does a pretty good job in the things that we have internally as far as training and development and has a focus on transportation. But guess what? We share our workspace with the community. Mm-hmm. And modern drilling means there's going to be a lot of trucks out there. Oklahoma is reflexively, I would say, either neutral or positive towards energy. But when you come into a community, into a new play, and you bring a lot of equipment with them, that changes their environment. So it's giving them tools and resources to positively partner and respond to that.
Giving tools and resources.
Yeah, love that. That is awesome.
Yeah,
and for the small communities that are not aware of this and getting prepared for it.
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit, and the key tenet of us is we want to get outside of the industry. So we get support from the Oklahoma Energy Resource Board and a lot of our members and founders. But our tenet is let's take everything that we know and partner with people on the outside, and we can be partners with them. So we have a 4 kind of approach to it, and that is education, engagement, engineering, and enforcement.
Nice.
And so one of our great kind of examples of that between Watauga and Kingfisher, if you've been on the oil patch up into the stack,
many times.
You got Highway 33, a lot of complaints or a lot of just concerns from local community. Unfortunately, crashes and everything's we're trending in the wrong direction. We got a hold of that as a group, work with the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, work with the Department of Public Safety, Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, work with our industry partners, and we collectively put it in that safety corridor. So those signs that you guys see, those big old deal that's out there, that's us. So when people say, what do you do? That's part of it. So
next
time you're going through there, look for those signs.
And rather than just have the perception of oil and gas not caring or not doing anything, we can steer that to go, we are and we do, and here's how.
So that
it's not just perception.
That corridor had the full input and support of the energy industry at the table, and fully supported it. And what we've seen is kind of really miraculous. We've had year over year since that's been up there, we've had a 46% reduction in crashes.
That's amazing.
And so we know lives have been saved for people within our organizations or subcontractors and service providers, but also from the local community. So we did education engagement. We do student traffic, energy traffic safety days. We get kids in the cab. We get them seeing where the blind spots are. They're always super shocked. So they see all of our equipment on the road, but they don't have a level of respect for it that they need to because they've never heard from that driver or that safety lead. And they get to hear directly from them. And we talk about texting and driving. We talk to them about stopping speed. We talk to them about the seatbelt. We see in rural communities, unfortunately, sometimes there's a mentality of, hey, I don't want to be held back by a seatbelt. What does that mean? That means that in rural roads, we see a higher crash and, unfortunately, higher rate of crashes because that involve kids without seatbelts. Mm-hmm. So it's collectively bringing that to drive safety together. It's been really successful for us.
Well, I love that because especially me being from a small town, being an old farm kid, I can relate to all of that. So
I'm sure you always put your seatbelt on.
Always, 100%. Even with my 3-wheeler. I had it on my 3-wheeler. I had
Right.
a seatbelt. But that's awesome that y'all actually got the kids involved within the towns to actually get them to know and see and have the guys in the industry actually bring their trucks out there to see that. That's huge. That's awesome. That's a big thing for me, for sure.
So our we meet 4 times a year. Spring, summer, winter, fall. We bring everybody together. We take a look at issues of
When
concern.
he says everybody, by the way, and I hate to interrupt, but he means everybody. You've got OERB, you've got ODOT. Tell us, I mean, he's
Highway Safety Office. We have some local elected officials, people that have a concern for that. We have great partnerships that we've developed with principals and superintendents who want our resources. For example, if you want, at no charge to you, we can go to any school and give them what's called the Live at 25 driver safety training, which gives those kids additional focus on what they need to be doing behind the wheel with information and they've never had before on how to share the road with truck traffic and energy equipment.
Sign my school up. My son's 16.
Get him there. Yeah, we can get him to the training, or we can host
when he
him.
lets him drive.
But for the oil and gas industry, safety is our number one priority.
Amen.
Everyone's got to come home safe. Unfortunately, right now as it sits, 50% of all fatalities in the oil field are actually transportation related. So it's in any organization, it's their number one focus. So why not take the lessons that we're learning, the trainings that we're developing, the resources that we have internally, and share those with the local community.
Yeah.
So as we're sharing the roadway with them, we're being great partners, we're living our values and commitment to safety and bringing that crash rate down collectively for all.
I love that.
Love it.
Tom, thank you again for being on the show. Please tell everybody how to get a hold of him. Please, guys, reach out if you're in oil and gas and just about any area, operator, service company. If you're a government official, needing to find some resources to put together in your town, school officials, reach out to Energize for Safety Coalition. Tell them how to do that.
The way you do that is you go to the OERB website, that's Oklahoma Energy Resource Board, OERB.com, and go click on their safety link. And they do well site safety, and now because of their generous support and engagement, they're focused on energy traffic and safety. So our website's actually hosted there,
Nice.
and you can get in touch with me. But we want to, again, in Oklahoma communities where energy is produced and transported, the Energize for Safety Coalition, we're creating this new model that's being used nationally to drive safety together.
There you go. Anybody can cut a check and send it to them. All
That's
right.
right.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Take care.
you,
God
guys.
bless.
Bye.
4, 3, 2. Old friend, it's been a while, and I ain't spoke to you in years. And oftentimes, boys from this town put wheels down and disappear. Miss Cole asked about you just 3 days back, and I had no answer to give her. I told her that you moved way out west to write some songs and grow a little more bitter. Kids talk about you around here like you're some kind of legend. I wonder if they know 1,000 sunrises ago you were eager just like them. If you ever decide to bring your pain and your pride back to this side of Oklahoma City, give me a porch light on from the post you leaned on before you wound up on the wrong side. And oftentimes I pray for you, and oftentimes I don't. Is it goodbyes that haunt you? Fear new hell. Won't stay for long, cause you won't stop your running. Wait for tomorrow, tomorrow's not coming.
Have you ever considered how much your world depends on petroleum-based products?